Andrea, thank you. Yep, we have Lori Murray. We have Taylor Bell. Guys, Alan Wilson, Creighton Waters come out to meet with the media. Great day in South Carolina, Alan Wilson says. He also basically says he assigned the right guy to the case in Creighton Waters. They're taking a bow, a much-deserved bow tonight.
I think that it's a much-deserved bow. It was a long trial. There's been some criticism then, from myself included, that it was too long, that they presented too much evidence. But in the grand scheme of things, a victory for the state is the justice system working. Either way, I guess it's the justice system working. We have a jury of 12 people that reached a verdict, that listened to evidence, that heard the closing arguments, and then came to a verdict. And it's a great day for justice.
And that is what both of them said, Taylor. Justice is served for the victims in this case.
Absolutely. The process has worked its way through as it was designed by our founding fathers. A jury of their peers sat there, heard the evidence that was presented by the government, and made the decision, and it must be respected. The decision, whether you agree or disagree with it, that's the process that our founding fathers put into place when this country was founded, and we must respect that. Now, is it actually a great day in South Carolina? From an emotional standpoint, we must recognize that there are evil people in this world, and that's a sad thing that we must recognize as well, that there are folks out there that take advantage of other people and that commit crimes like that. So I'm not necessarily as a whole saying it's a great day for South Carolina.
What happens tomorrow morning? 9:30, they're back in the courtroom. It is going to be sentencing day for alex-murdaugh. He could get 30 years to life in prison on each murder count, correct?
That's correct.
So what's going to happen in the morning here? Walk me through how long is sentencing possibly going to last here?
With Judge Newman, sentencing can last a very long time. Anybody that wants to talk will talk for as long as they want to talk. I imagine that John Marvin will address the court. I don't think Buster will, because he's been so flat the whole time, but I think John Marvin will probably be the family representative. It'll be interesting to see if alex-murdaugh says anything on his own, on his own behalf. But he'll hear from all of them. He'll hear from the families, the victims first, and then the defense side. And once he hears all of that, he will render his sentence. And more than likely, I think, will be life on each count to run concurrently. So a life sentence.
I will agree. I believe it will be a life sentence. Judge Newman will likely call the defendant, being Alec, up to the in front of him. Right. Each individual that is underneath the victim's Bill of Rights, considered a victim, will get an opportunity to speak. There may be a family representative. There may be a victim advocate that speaks on behalf of the family, or there may be an attorney that represents the family. Then I believe Alec's family will get an opportunity to speak. I don't know if they will. Alec will get an opportunity to speak if he would like. I don't know. I assume Judge Newman will give a few words to the wise, as he has generally, and then he will sentence. And I believe it will be a life without the possibility of parole, but I don't necessarily think it matters.
No, it doesn't. But I also, what's interesting in this case is that Buster, who is standing behind his father and testifying on behalf of him, is also a victim in this case. So he's on both sides of the aisle.
His life's over. I mean,
really
he lost. Yeah. He literally lost his brother, his mom, and now his dad.
I know.
And
that's really sad. He's not. I don't think he has a very personable and likable persona, if you will. But I do think it's, on the inside, you have to feel sorry for any kid that young to lose their entire family.
And he never wants to believe that his father killed his brother and his mother. And I don't know if he ever will believe that, even with this verdict.
I don't know that he can't. I'm sorry.
So will Murdaugh make an admission in court tomorrow, or will his lawyers probably say, don't say anything because we're going to appeal this?
I think that his lawyers will definitely. I think alex-murdaugh is smart enough to know not to make an admission. With all the mistakes that they have made and given all the interviews that they have given, this is one that he absolutely knows he should not speak, other than to say, I still maintain my innocence, and we will likely file an appeal.
All right. Go ahead.
I believe that's exactly what he'll do. And I can't believe he'd get up there and say, yes, I did this. He spent, an entire day on the witness stand saying he didn't.
All right, Taylor, Lori, thank you so much.
Thank you for having us.
They'll be coming back at 9 o'clock with our Murdaugh After Hours, which you can watch on WLTX Plus, our YouTube page, or on WLTX.com.